pushed it up. No. Really? Okay, so, hi! Now that I finally figured all this crap out, we fixed it. So, there is going to be a battle. Oh, that's kind of obvious. I mean, a tournament. It's kind of like an online competition, I think is what they're officially using this as called for. And it is the Battle of Alola Tournament. And our online competition, same idea. So, I am going to go over the team builder that I did with you guys. And this is one of the first things that has a webcam because I am not going to have a layout. So yeah, you guys can let me know how you like on this one. Yay! But no, okay, so I'm just gonna jump right into this right now. And actually, I was gonna make this level 50. Here we go. Boing. All right. So the first Pokemon on our team is Scizor. This one does not have a nickname because it is actually something that I got out of a trade randomly through I was just at GTS when I was actually trying to get the Scizor to actually hatch a Scyther and do the whole thingamabobber, but I actually got a Japanese one and it was already completely done except for the fact that this ability is not Swarm, it is actually Technician because Technician is the best Scizor build, and since we're not allowed to have items in this tournament, yeah, and this is a tournament where only Alolan forms 1 through 204 and 206 to 299 or 289, something like that. So basically it bans all the special Pokemon. So it bans Necrozma, it bans Seaguard, it bans Solgaleo, it bans Magearna, it bans Lunala, it bans Marshado, but Marshado is not even confirmed or out yet, so ignore that one completely. But there is an additional clause ruling that allows us to use one special Pokemon, such as Lunala, Solgaleo, Necrozma, Magearna, or Seaguard. Zygarde, whatever you want to call that weird-ass dragon ground Pokemon. So with that in mind, as you can see on the team layout here, we actually have Necrozma on our team. But we are rocking Scizor, it rocks Technician, and we're rocking Bullet Punch, U-Turn, Pursuit, and X-Scissor. And the reason why I'm running Pursuit on this thing is because of Lunala is going to probably be a very big staple because there are no items. You don't have to worry about Egg. Oh, and it's only Pokemon in the Alolan Dex. I forgot to mention that. Like, I know I listed the numbers, but not specifically. So Aegislash is not around. Any Island Dex Pokemon that you scan through the QR code is not allowed. The only QR code Pokemon that's technically allowed is Magearna, and you can only run one of those special Pokemon. So with that in mind, Ghost and Psychic type Pokemon can pretty much run rampant right now. Now, of course, that limits the abilities because you can't run Scarf Tapu Lele and you can't run Mega Alakazam. So it helps us a little bit, but we still need stuff to hit the Mimikyu. We still need stuff to hit Lunala especially. I expect Lunala to kind of be freaking everywhere. But not to mention, if someone does also run Necrozma like I do, Pursuit, Technician boosted, as well as the fact that if we get it and force it to switch out, we have a pretty good chance of doing a good chunk of damage, if not ending it completely. I mean, look at this. We have a base 200 attack right here. A lot of base. I said it's base 130, but still, we have a 200 attack. Freaking Scizor, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. Our next Pokemon is going to be Necrozma, and the reason why is because this is going to be basically like battle spots. So you're going to have a set team of 6 and you're going to select 3. I expect a lot of weird things to happen, and Stealth Rocks are always fun to play with. So I figured, you know what, heck, why the heck not? I didn't really want to run Nihilego, and I know that I didn't really want to run Minior either. And Lycanroc I could have ran, but I didn't, I don't know, I wanted something different than what I'd already been playing with. And Lycanroc has been on my team since I started the game, so I kind of wanted to break away from just that in general. And I ended up finding Necrozma, and I was like, oh my gosh, Necrozma can learn Stealth Rocks, plus it's a special sweeper. So this thing's bulky by its own right. Let's put this thing at level 50 so you guys can see that here. not level 99, level 50, thank you. Okay, so check that out. It's going to have 203 HP, 161 special attack, and a 128 attack power, which is really, that's really good. It is a jolly nature, not the greatest nature in the world, unfortunately, but it's the one I've got, it's the one I was given, it's the one I got to deal with. I can't exactly go sit around and hunt for someone to give me their better, Necrozma. So I just had to make do. Jolly isn't the worst nature in the world, it's not the greatest, but we can make do. And it's running Stealth Rock, Psychic, Earthquake, and then Dark Pulse. And the reason why is because I wanted EQ for coverage, because this thing is a bulk Pokemon, and it has a decent attack stat. So Earthquake will still do a pretty good, solid chunk of damage, and it still threatens Pokemon out. And then, of course, Dark Pulse and Psychic to help take care of, again, the Mimikyu and other Dark types and other Psychic types. Again, Dark Pulse to help cover out the Lunala threat as well. And then we've got Canary, our Tapu Koko. And I was tossed up between Tapu Koko and Xurkitree because both of them are just monsters. But I decided to go with Tapu Koko because of the Fairy, and because of Electric Surge allows us to prevent anything from going to sleep while Electric Surge is out. So if I see opponent's Pokemon that has, for example, if they're running Shiinotic, okay, great, you can't Spore me, so we're not playing that game anymore. You can't Hypnosis, no Pokemon can go to sleep, which is awesome because it nerfs Gengar's Hypnosis, it nerfs a Darkrai, which you can't use it anyway because it doesn't exist yet, and it nerfs Spore, it nerfs Amoonguss, it nerfs all of that Spore, Sleep, Claws crap, which is awesome. Plus, it'll boost our Electric type's attack. So, for example, just skip ahead real quick, our Don Fluffle's Wild Charge will get boosted in the Electric terrain. But we're running Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, Volt Switch because we need to be able to swap out, and always having that quote-unquote the dart in, dart out, and do damage is always fantastic. And then we run Thunder Wave because there are things that we may want to slow down. And since we're not running, there's no items, so we can't run Life Orb. We can't run Choice, we can't run Air Balloon, we can't run any of that. Thunder Wave is always something fun to slow down, or potentially have Parahacks on here as well. And then EVs. This thing is basically a special sweeper. It has a base 130 speed, which that's just freaking ridiculous. This thing is faster than God knows what. I mean, this thing is just this thing's just a beast. But looking at this, we're gonna have and it's an adamant. I got lucky, and my natured Tapu Koko right off the bat was adamant, which is awesome because I've only got one copy of the game. And you are not at that. You are a max 31, thank you. Because I hyper-trained all of my Pokemon, so you are max EV'd, sir. Or IV'd, and it's max, basically. But it's going to have a 183 attack and a 182 speed with a decent amount of health. So, I mean, yeah, the special attack really isn't that great, but it's still, Dazzling Gleam is still a base 80. It's still going to be stab, so it's still going to do a pretty good amount of damage. Now, of course, obviously, this Tapu Koko does quote-unquote suck because it's unfortunately, like, Electric is pretty much special in this gen. So Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Dazzling Gleam, they're all special, and our special attack is absolute butter. So that's not any fun whatsoever. I actually don't know. Hold on. Why is this like this? This is not supposed to be like that. It's actually supposed to be. That is what we're supposed to be running. Because it makes absolutely no sense to run physical attack stat when there are no physical attacking moves. So I need to re-edit that. Again, I wasn't paying attention to that. And then obviously we can just put 4 into attack because why not? I guess that makes sense. I don't know why, but yeah. So that's our Tapu Koko. It's not the greatest Tapu Koko, unfortunately, but it does something. 132 is not great, but it's at least a threat. Then we're going to run our Don Fluffles, our Arcanine. It is the Intimidator of our team, and this thing is a beast. I love this thing. I love it, I love it, I love it. Level 50, okay. So, we are going to be rocking Flamethrower, Wild Charge, Extreme Speed, and Crunch. Once again, coverage. But this thing is also very much, like, quote-unquote, I don't know, I guess a mixed attacker, because it's only missing 10 points between its attack and special attack base, so it's still really good. 120 is still going to be pretty much a threat for special, but I decided that we'd only run one special move because this thing is mainly a physical sweep. So we run 178 attack with a 196 base, and then 116 just to kind of help outspeed at least a little bit any other base 95s with no speed investment. Because again, there's no Scarf, so you can't have anything like outspeed us in Scarf. It's just going to be base numbers in this match, in these matchups, which are pretty cool. So I'm kind of excited for that, and this should be pretty good. And the reason why, by the way, even though you look up here, it says like it's 252 HP and, you know, bulky physical sweep, you see that I'm only running 248 in HP. Which I don't know why it's doing that again. Wow. Okay, I need to switch that up. Wow, I'm gonna have to go back and re-edit all my IVs because I did it off of base 100, and base 100 is gonna change everything. So the reason why I was running the 248 was because on at level 100, it is an even number. So cut it again, and it was gonna be basically make it odd. But for whatever reason, when I edited it out again, it made it I don't know, it did something weird, but it's for stealth rocks. In case anybody else wants to do crazy stealth rock things, we basically get to avoid, like, see this right here. I need to re-edit this again too. It's to prevent stealth rock damage to us, so that way we don't run into even number of damage. Basically, being code out, if we ever have to switch back in, we can still survive a set of stealth rocks, which is cool. Okay, and then we run Sakura, the Milotic. And we're rocking Scald, Recover, Dragon Tail, and Ice Beam. Coverage for one, but also I like, when I run Stealth Rocks, I pretty much always run Sakura on the team because of Dragon Tail. So we get to switch, if there's something we don't like, we can basically hit them with Dragon Tail, do some damage, switch it out, bring whatever comes in Stealth Rock damage, and then we can play from there. Recover is just for, you know, some fun random stall counters because we have it with Marble Scale. So if we ever get burned or parried or anything like that, our defense is going to get times by 50%, which is going to be awesome. 1.5 is fantastic. Ice Beam again for coverage. Scald, so we can try to burn some things. We had a 30% burn. Scald's just kind of, I don't know, I think it's just still stable regardless. EVs, we are running Mrs. Bulk here. This is the one where, okay, so this one worked out. Where even at level 50, we've got 201 health, 144 defense. This thing is literally, I didn't put like any investment in terms of like, into our actual like stats for anything. It's also a relaxed nature, so we're gonna slow us down, but we're gonna buff our speed, or buff our defense. So this thing is basically just our physical wall. Any sort of physical hit we're going to want to take. So unfortunately, Milotic is not going to be able to go up against someone else's Tapu Koko. It's not going to be able to go up against a Alolan Raichu. It can't go up against a lot of that stuff, but it can take on some of our other physical threats. Like for example, Don Fluffle's here. Someone else running Arcanine isn't going to be able to do anything. Mimikyu, we're going to resist all over the board. We resist Scizor all over the place. So that's what I wanted, at least some sort of a wall in terms of anything, and a physical wall. Milotic, who can, you know, mess around and recover and just kind of do shenanigans, is always a good thing. I've never gone wrong with having Milotic on my team ever, and so I think that's gonna be fun for at least this battle spot tournament. So that should be interesting. I have no idea how this team's gonna do. I think it's going to be fun to play regardless, so I'm excited. And then we've got 3 Spooky 5 Me, our Mimikyu, because in Battle Spot Singles, Mimikyu is just too good! Love Mimikyu. Too good of a Pokemon. Disguise is just way too good of an ability, and its typing is just far too good. I love this thing absolutely to pieces. This is one Pokemon where, unfortunately, we're going to get just stuck with the 130, and I'm not going to... I could technically take the 4 from here, and put it 4 here and make it 131. But there's kind of no point. At least I don't think so. Mimikyu is just kind of one of those Pokemon where, I mean, honestly, I probably will do this. I will probably go through and re-edit them again, even though I spent all morning doing that. Irritation. But we're running Swords Dance, Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw, and Play Rough. Priority, high crit ratio. Play Rough is because, you know, stab, physical fairy type move. And then Swords Dance because we're able to pull crazy shenanigans with this, where we can basically set up a free Swords Dance in the face of someone, let them break our disguise, and then we can either... Then we have 3 moves to basically just start going ham on people, which is pretty cool, in my opinion. This is going to be a special sweep set, or a physical sweep set, I should say, not special, because derp. Physical test stat is butterscotch. But I'm running the speed investment, so this thing at a base 96 already naturally outspeeds Arcanines. It naturally outspeeds a lot of other 95 tier threats. Like, for example, if someone wanted to run Silvally, which I don't know why you'd run a normal Silvally, because that sucks, yeah. I was going to use Silvally, but you can't because it has to hold an item. And so, yeah. But Silvally is base 95. Anything base 95 is actually getting outsped. And then anything that's a base 96, by tier, I don't really know what else is 96. But I put the 252 speed investment in there to help outspeed anything else, and potentially other Mimikyus who try to go for like more of a bulky set. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you know, hey, people come up with some crazy things in these small tournaments like this. So wanted to get crazy. So yeah, that is our team. I think I've pretty much got all my bases covered. Yeah, we have 2 fairies, which sucks, but you know, I can't. I don't have anything. My team at least doesn't have a set of 3 weaknesses. I'm not weak. I don't have 3 Pokemon weak to any specific type. At the most, I have 2. I have a full board of resistances, I believe. I could be wrong. It could be my other Wi-Fi team I'm thinking of making, which is still not a big deal. I'm going to show you guys a sneak peek of that right now, actually, which is this team right here. It's my FU That's Why team. This is going to be the team that I'm making for Wi-Fi battles. I am going to be running Solgaleo, Tapu Koko, Dhelmise, Ash Greninja, Talonflame, and Gastrodon. And I am super excited for this team. I am working on building this one. I've already got my Solgaleo, my Tapu Koko, and the Ash Greninja pretty much already done. There are some things that I have to tweak, but nonetheless, it is still done, and that's fantastic. Dhelmise, I need to actually go find. I have to go spend all day hunting for that thing. That's not going to be fun at all. I actually might just GTS that. Talonflame's going to be easy. Getting it with Gale Wings, probably not so much. And then Gastrodon's easy enough to do as well, so should be good. This will be fun. But anyways, you guys, that is our team builder for this Battle of Alola Tournament. If you guys actually are excited for this, go ahead and show that praise down below. And if you guys have any ideas, like if I'm missing something, or you don't think this team is very good, or you should change a moveset or change of IVs, anything like that, you guys think I should run, and you guys see this before Thursday the 15th of this month and year, December 15th at whatever, then I would really appreciate it, and I will see you guys when we start booting up the Battle of Alola Tournament, which I will begin recording and uploading on Thursday. The Battle Tournament starts at, look at my calendar right now, 7 p.m. this Thursday, and we're recording this on Tuesday, so we've got about 2 days, and I'm going to play around on Battle Spot, and just kind of do some shenanigans with this team, and I hope for the best. So with that in mind, guys, I'm going to quit babbling. I'm going to get the heck out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have an awesome day. Be kind to one another, and I will see you guys in the next video. So, bye-bye!